Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl D, Lady D, Miss Successful D, whatever you know me as. I am your girl, and I'm back with another bang. Hey, let's get it, guys. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. So, guys, I just basically wanted to do a recap of gold for this week. Feel like I'm in the midst of gaining a new strategy. More confirmations means better entries. No cap. We've been using colours for the last couple of weeks. But today I just wanted to show you how gold's been moving for the week and how we could have secured profits here and there. And yeah, so let's get it. So guys, market is closed now. It's Friday, end of the day, and let's just say this week's been an interesting week for gold. It's been a very interesting week because let me bring up my blank chart that I okay guys, so if we have a look at gold on the 4 hours, so excuse the blue lines. Let me see if I can get rid of the section breaks. Okay guys, so I'm going to talk to you guys some more about point of control in another video because that's something that I've been learning. And whilst I'm studying this and back testing it, I will let you guys know how it's going for me. But I just wanted to show you guys what gold has been doing this week. So guys, what was Monday? Monday was the 20th, I believe. 20th. If we're looking at it on the 4 hours, let me just put it up. Okay, so as you can see guys, this week gold has not really moved very much. We have been locked within this area all week. Like literally gold's range went from 1965 to 1933, literally bouncing back and forth. The market has been consolidating all week within this area. So if we have a look at this on the 4, we can see that if we got in at 1933 when it grew back, because the market opened around market opened around 1919, if I'm honest. It did, I'm sure it did, because it closed around 1919. So if you got in about there, then you would have been able to secure a good 400, 390, 80 something pips for the whole week. And for gold's range, that is not good. It's not good. When we see consolidated markets, yes, we can catch sniper moves, be in and out very quickly. But we also have to remember that these are points where when the market's consolidating like this is just the brokers trying to take your money, honey, because you'll see that it's ranging within a certain range. You'll wait for it to go to a certain point, get in, and think that the market's gonna probably go to back to the 2000 level. By the time you turn around, you've hit stop loss. Why have you hit stop loss? Because you didn't secure your profits on the way up, for one. And for two, the market's not moving very much anyway. The brokers are waiting for the buyer areas to come in, and they're literally just hitting everyone's stop loss. Literally, the big money makers this week, the billionaires this week, were holding on to their money. They were putting in buys and minimal buys and sells, just so that they could spike everyone out of the market at certain points. So if you're patient enough at the 1990 level, yes, the market came down to 1910. The market reached 1910 and went back up. It closed at 1957. Highest it went in 1965. So if we look at that range between 1910 and 1965, that is only 500 pips, 550 pips. So if you 550 pips, yes please, but you would have had to wait from Tuesday until Thursday to secure that 550 pips. Did you know it was going to stop there and reverse? Maybe not, maybe so, maybe not, maybe so. Did you take your profits? Did you secure your profits on the way up? Maybe not, maybe so, maybe not, maybe so. So guys, give me 1 second. Yes, sorry guys, I had to sort out the little one quickly. But anywho, back to business. So as I was saying, gold's range really wasn't a lot. It really wasn't a lot at all. So if you're a swing trader, this was not the week for you. Literally, this was not the week for you to be holding trades, because unless you're prepared to hold it for weeks on end, which majority of swing traders will, like they'll watch the market consolidating and watch their profits there. Just be like, okay, as long as it doesn't come back down to my stop loss, because their stop loss may be a lot lower depending on where they actually got in. But the market really hasn't, since it's come back down, it hasn't come back any lower than 1894. 1894 was the lowest it's been since it shot up to 2000s a few weeks ago. So if we take this week's range compared to range 2 weeks ago, we'll just double check what the actual dates were for the week so we don't get confused. Okay, so we open on Sunday night to take it from here to okay, so this is 2 weeks ago. And if realistically, guys, we'll buy it gold for about 8 weeks. Buying gold for about 8 weeks, because look at the beautiful uptrend. Beautiful uptrend. Gold came from 1678. 1678 this time last year. So if you're holding gold from last year till now, until now, or until a couple of weeks ago when it flew to 270, 2070, however you want to say it, then you would have seen some real profits, honey. Even on the 0.01, I can just imagine the profits. That's 3 figures minimum, like 3 figures minimum on the 0.01. Just carrying it down from here, come all the way back up. So these liquidity points, these are what we really want to be looking for, really and truly, because we want to see if price is going to come all the way back down to here. But we will analyze that as we see market coming back down this week. Well, next week, I should say, we are going to be looking at point of control just from next week. And going forward, we're going to have a look at point of control. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how I've been able to basically take this move, for instance. Take this move, for instance, on for this week. This would have been my buy entry and my sell entry, depending on the break and close and the direction. But I will show you guys how to formulate that and how to get your entries, your possible entries, I should say, and to know where exactly this market is going to move. It was moving for a second, but it wasn't. It's gold reopening on the weekend. Like, it's past time now. But it's not, it's because I'm hovering over it. But okay, so even if I was to take this from here per se, I would have been able to catch 200 pips, 220 pips just from here. Well, probably more if I take it up to 1965. But you know, from where market closed, I would have been in 220 pips profits. Okay, let's just drop down time frame just for the sake of showing you guys how this market has really been moving, because this market really just was really consolidating for this whole week in certain areas, and especially for people who have small accounts. This is where the brokers were just eating you alive. The brokers were eating you alive, especially if you don't have the correct confirmations. Because if you see this, for instance, the point of control is showing us that the market is basically consolidating on this line for most of the week. If it comes too far away from it, it's going to go back to it. This line is like a magnet. It's like a magnet, period. Just for the last month, it's a whole magnet. We drop it further down to the 5 minutes. We're on the 15 already. But if you just drop it down to the 5 minutes, you can definitely see the consolidation on this point of control. And it's not a joke. The market literally was moving sideways for the whole week. So that's another thing, guys. That is another thing. You see, when the market is consolidating, that is something to be excited about. You need to be excited. You need to get gas. Like, you need to just be like, oh, something's coming, because when the market consolidates like this, we are going to have an explosive move. But in which direction, that is up to you to determine. In my own opinion, if we see market reopen on Monday, on Sunday night, Monday morning, depending on where you are and what it is you do. It really do. Do you understand? If you wake up on Monday morning, you don't look at the markets on Sunday night when they reopen. In my opinion, if we cross this 1933 here, if we break and close it, this market's going to continue down. How far? I couldn't tell you. We will have to wait and see. So I'll be looking for it to break this box. Slightly, because the numbers there. I'll be looking for it to break this box. And if it breaks this box, then I will know. I wouldn't know, but I have a good idea that this market is going to come down, because if you can see here, this was a week. Just a couple of candles. Okay, so if we look at this week's range here, we literally came out of this box on the downside, and really we may have been able to take this for a sell. So have a look at it's not that one. It's not that one, honey. It's not that one. Sorry guys, because I use so many different devices. My stuff's different on everything. But if we look at this colors, we can see that the sell was called. Look guys, the sell was called on Sunday night, on the Friday night, sorry. And on market reopening, what happened? The market just decided that it was going to come back to POC. It came back to point of control. Now, guys, this is one thing that we have to understand about the point of control, because the point of control, guys, has been the same for the whole month. It's been the same. The point of control hasn't changed. So it's been very consistent, because if I look at the point of control on the week as well, it's in the same position. It's in the same place. So this is what allows me to know what direction the market is going. Look at this. What you have to do is just wait for the arrow, guys. Just wait for the arrow. If you want to know what this is colors. Just called colors. All you have to do is wait for the arrow. Literally, guys, just wait for the arrow. Look, guys, look here. Look here. We were all waiting for that sell on gold, you know. We were all fully waiting for that sell on gold, you know. That it wasn't a joke. We were seeing gold go up and up and up. We were all thinking, when is this going to come back down? When? You can't keep going up forever. When are you going to come back down? And when we talk about point of control, all these buy orders you see coming in. This is where the billionaires took all their money out of the market. This is where all the smart money that was building up came into the market. All the smart money. We have smart money buyers coming and pushing up the price. But all the times that they are pushing up the price, they are just waiting to take all their money out so that smart money can come in. Now, when I do my next video, well, this next week I will be doing another video on smart money as well. I don't want this video to be too long. It's supposed to be a recap, and we will be doing crypto because it's the weekend. So, honey, so we got a jam-packed week. We got a lot to cover. We got a lot to do. What about you? What are we doing? We learning, honey. We learning. Let's get it. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Okay, so guys, as you can see, the sale was called. It was called. Did you have the patience? Did you have the patience to get in here? Set your stop loss back up here and just wait for the market to move down. Just wait for the market to move down. We got a buy arrow here. We got a buy arrow here. Did the market buy up? No. We had one strong push up here, and the market came back down. The market did not reach there again. It did not reach there again. So this is where we would have said to ourselves, right, where has market broken structure? Where has it broken structure? Well, it broke structure from, it created this lower high, came back down. So the market came up, created this higher high, came back down, created this lower high, came down again, and instead of it trying to create another high up here, which would have signaled to us that the market is still trying to push up, as when the market suddenly pushes down, that is the billionaires, the trillionaires, the banks, that is them trying to wick everyone out. But it didn't come back up here, because realistically it should have done like another retracement to come back up. But it didn't. So it couldn't break the previous high. So where are we going then? Where does that signal we are going? So down here, when it broke this box, because it came to our this was our higher low here. It came to our higher low here. It retested that same area and pushed back up. If you can see, it pushed back up here. But instead of it staying up here, it's now come back down as we got the sell. So what this has done, what effectively the smart money has done, the smart money, like the bankers, the billionaires, the trillionaires, these people that have all the money in these markets, they are not looking at the naked chart like we are predicting whether price is going to come up or down. No, they have algorithms to say this is predicting where people are going to place their orders. So it's going to come back down to where people are placing their orders. And because the market was coming up for so long, this is where the brokers are going to trick you out of your spot. Because you saw it come back to this lower low, this higher low, sorry, and you'll think, oh my days, it's retesting, it's now rebounded off this point here, and it didn't break and close it. Well, it did. If you're on the break and close, no, it didn't. It didn't break and close it. It just wicked it down there and didn't stay down there. So this was wicking in buy stops. This was all the buy limits. This was where all the buy limits were. People were waiting for price to come back to here so that they could get into the buy and carry it all the way up. But instead of that happening, guys, what has happened is the brokers have said, nah, it's time for me to accumulate some more money from these retailers. And what it's done is it's pulled back price right back below POC. Because if anything, where would your stop loss be? Your stop loss would be at POC, at the point of control. You wouldn't think that the market would come any lower. So it's taken out everyone's stop losses. If you got in for the sell, well done. You had the mind of a banker. You had the mind of the broker. Literally, you have a mind of a broker. Keep it up. You did good, honey. You did real good. So this is where we would have gotten, guys. This a couple of weeks ago. This is where we would have gotten about 206, and we carried it right back down because we saw, yeah, that buy is over. From we saw that big pull down. Yep, that buy is over with now. The smart money is coming in. They wanted to take out so many people's stop losses, and they're not finished because a lot of people still have their money further down. A lot of people still have their money further down. Literally. Sorry guys, trying to delete all of this stuff. So guys, we are at a point of consolidation and we are waiting to see what is going to happen. So price broke back into this area here. A little bit thinner. I can still see that. Okay, not to confuse you, let me change that to yellow, and we can turn this one. Okay, so if we can see, price tried to creep back into this area here. It tried, it really did try. But again, so many people probably had buy stops in this area. There were so many people probably buying at that point thinking, yes, if it comes back to this point, if it crosses this point, we're going to go back up. We're going to go back up. And what has price done? Price has tried to draw back down, draw right back down. And where did it want to come, guys? Where did it almost reach to? We got to here, and price rejected. And do you know why price rejected? Because all the sellers that were in, their take profits were probably here. So now they've got people caught between buyers and sellers right in this point. They didn't really allow anyone to take their profits before the markets closed. They didn't really let anyone take profit, I should say, because I made sure I secured my profits and I made sure I secured mine. I don't know about you, but I know about me. But yeah, so my prediction is that on market opening, we're going to just see the market pull all the way back down. If we don't see that, then we're about to start a new point of control. If it pulls back to this point of control and still wants to consolidate in this area, we can then gain the understanding that the point of control is going to remain the same for the next week. as we were coming into my last point that I really wanted to make for you guys is we are coming into a new financial year, guys. In 1 week, we are coming into a new financial year. So, what happens in a new financial year? We are going to see a lot of movement, a lot of volatility in the next few weeks. We're due to see a lot of volatility. Everything kind of died down from the war and is kind of settling down. This is why we're seeing the market consolidating the way it is now, because brokers are trying. Let's just put common sense to the test right now. If everyone was buying when gold was buying, that means the brokers lost a lot because gold was buying and everyone was buying. Do you understand? And once they took all their money out and took out their stop losses, they probably didn't even break even, because we all secured our profits. I don't know about you, but I know about the whole of my team right now. The whole of my team was eating. Everyone was eating. I can't even put a number on how much we really secured. No income claims, but honey, there was a lot that was actually secured in that market in the last couple of weeks. So let's just keep that in the paradox. The brokers want to keep their money. They don't want to give you money. They don't want to have to give you money. They don't want you to have the knowledge to be able to know which way this market's going to go. They don't want to have to pay out. I can tell you a few funny stories that I've heard, but they don't want to pay out, guys. They don't want to pay out. And if you signal, this is why we don't close our trades out in red, because you're signaling to the brokers that you got money to lose. We ain't got no money to lose. We don't have any money to give back to the brokers. I don't care if I secure 2 pips, 5 pips, 10 pips, 20 pips, 100 pips, 1,000 pips plus. I don't care. As long as I'm not giving it back to the brokers, then I'm fine. Literally, I'm fine. But yeah, we're going to see where the market goes on Monday. And we're going to keep up with the 90-day challenge. We are on day 10. This is day 10, the end of day 10. Have you been securing your profits? Have you hit your compound for day 10? We'll find out, guys, by the end of 90 days. You'll find out. I know I'm securing my bag. Are you securing your bag? Like, we got to secure it. It's not every day it's going to be the best. Let me not cap. This week I've had a bit of trouble with these markets, because the markets are not moving. And when the markets are not moving and you're just studying one pair, it's very difficult to try not to skip onto another pair or see what else is moving nicely or whatever. Do you understand? Sometimes I want to be a swing trader. Sometimes I want to be an intraday trader. And it just all depends on what the market's doing, as to what you can do. So I hope I've given you guys an insight as to what the hell has been going on with gold this week. Just literally been consolidating, guys. Don't worry, like, it's literally been consolidated. But we'll see what happens on Monday, Sunday night, to see whether this market is going to come back down or whether the market is going to push back up. Because I know a lot of people that are waiting for that buy, honey. They're waiting for the buy to buy it all the way back up. But for me personally, I need this market to come all the way back down first. It just makes sense. It makes sense because we're at such a high right now. To even be trying to take what's it called, a swing at this price, it's a bit crazy, because we're 1,000 pips, 1,100 pips from where the market came to. And that could be a nice swing, very, very nice swing, all the way up. But considering where We took it from 1780, guys, 1780 to 1975. Guys, that is over 2,000 pips. Over 2,000 pips. Straight up, straight. That is a proper swing for gold, man. For gold. Especially with the way gold likes to pull back and shoot up and pull back and shoot up. If you catch that entry, well done for you. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave in the comments if you have any questions or anything, or DM me if you want to know how to gain this same knowledge that I have gained, because YouTube did not teach me this stuff. It did not teach me this stuff. YouTube will not give you the gems that I am giving you. Well, maybe YouTube is, because I'm giving it to you. But if you want to learn it for yourself, guys, all you have to do is click the link in my description box below. And then once you have got Elite and Colors, send me a DM and I'll introduce you to the family. It's each one teach one around here. We do not leave anyone from getting to the bag, getting the right mindset. Like, we just do everything we can to help you. So if you want to join in our live sessions, want to join in the go lives on the academy, then guys, it's all right here in front of you. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna cap, I'm not gonna say that this doesn't work. Of course it works. Of course it works, because I'm showing you guys. If you want to go back in my videos, I'm just telling you where I got my knowledge from and how I can help you enhance your knowledge as I'm learning as well. We make money together. Do you understand? Jump on sessions every day. Every day there's a session, whether it's crypto, whether it's ECX, online stores, whether it's Forex, whether it's HFX. Even colors, you can use it with HFX, but I will show you guys that maybe not next week, the week after, once I can fully grasp that strategy. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I gave you some gems. I hope you really took something from this. And yeah, we catch up tomorrow, guys, because we got some crypto gems to drop right now. Do you understand? We got some crypto gems to drop, and Ethereum. It's gonna buy, honey. It's gonna buy. I don't know for anybody that's telling you to sell, but this looks like a buy to me, honey. This looks like a strong uptrend on ETH for me. This looks like a strong uptrend for me. And it's called the buy as well. Again, we have another buy entry. But even here, even down here, we got a buy, but we got to pull back. So, but we got another buy entry right there, honey, right there, right in your face, right there. You drop to the 5. Where did you get that buy entry? Right there, honey. If you took this buy entry, you'd be in profit right now. No cap, you'd be in profit right now. Check it on the 4th. See, guys, strong uptrends. We don't trade against the trend. We don't trade against the trend. We do not trade against the trend. I will say it again. We do not trade against the trend. So all of this was a point of consolidation for Ethereum. So Ethereum's been consolidating for a good while, and we would like to see this break this high, so we can see continuation to the upside. But we have been cool on the buy, so we'll see how far that takes us up. And yeah, guys, if you want to keep up with me and my crypto weekends, then you know what to do. You know what to do, and you know what to do. Click subscribe. Like this video if you enjoyed this session. Yeah. Click the like button. Click subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell so you know when I give you updates on what's going on, honey, because you never know. You never know. I drop gems all the time, guys. I got some crypto gems for you this weekend. I'm so excited. I got some gems for you guys. So, without further ado, I'ma love you and leave you, honey. I'ma love you and leave you. And I will say goodnight and have a blessed evening. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye, guys.